Hello, everybody. Hello. Yay. Welcome to Video Diaries, unfiltered video diaries. Like I promised everybody that I would come up on any day of the week and any time that I select. Tonight, I'm doing from 8 to 9 or shorter depending on how long each session is, depending how long this will take. Knowing on Sunday nights, usually I go to bed on the early side. So with that being said, there's a reason why I started an hour earlier. So I hope all understand that. Now, we're gonna dive right in. So, as you can tell by the description, what we're going to be talking about, wherever the description may be, it might be down below. If you look, we're going to be talking a lot about soul searching, finding your passion within your hobbies, and then how to make a name for yourself. And I feel like talking about that because not a lot of people know this. How I am the epitome of starting careers, basically, or finding career and they happen, you know? So, a lot of things are new to me. I'm known for, starting something and making them happen, basically. So, I can give you examples along the way tonight as we cover each thing. So, let's start with the soul searching. Now, today is how I call it Soul Searching Sunday. And I feel like this is kind of perfect. For me, I soul search what the things that I just want to seek every day in, and how to be honest and be open about myself and the things that get me excited. Now, when it comes to soul searching, it's a way of life. We all need that to know how to soul search is knowing what's inside, and it all comes about, which is nice. So that's the nice thing about soul searching, is that you really just find what really just matters, you know? So with that being said, when it comes to soul searching, it's always good to read books, or to write, or to read, or to kind of look through quotes and finding ideas that matter to you. And I feel like it's a way that people need to know about life. And it's a way that changes your view on life, your thoughts that matter to you, and how to go about your ideas, and how to make them happen. Or to kind of be this is cool. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know? You're just getting yourself excited about something, you know? But for you, you're learning something from me. This YouTube channel, for instance. I started back in college because, I knew that, I wanted to share that. I can actually make most of this channel if I continue to do it. And look how far I've come in making this channel blossom in so many ways. And I wanted to inspire people. I want to inspire people. Be I want to share things that matter to me. Things that I I've learned in life that I know that I can do. Like people have creative careers, and like people who have creative careers are known for learning how to soul search. Like, what are some things that can hone your creative side and things like that? And you're like, yeah, I see that. I see how people do that. I see how people brainstorm for different video ideas and how to get started. Like, that was me. That's what I'm known for. Starting something. Having a place for myself to be myself. And, you know, I find it interesting. Like, I was just going through my TikTok today, and I'm seeing, like, wow, these are really cool things. And finding new songs, finding things that, like, either new songs or songs that, like, remind me of phases of my life, where use a song off of my Spotify, search it, and do a video on that. And I did that, and that was so fun. I did a rock song. Like, I'm back into my progressive rock phase, and I feel like, like everyone has phases in their life. And in each phase, it's like over your grown up years to now, you feel like you've soul searched for so long. There's so much inside you that you just want to, like, seek out, and you want to get ideas for. And, I had the idea to start a channel because, like, I knew that I want to inspire people to change people's lives and really just, like, having a voice for myself. And I feel like that's important for me. And I love being able to be myself on my channel, which is nice. I feel like live is very public. And a lot of people don't realize that. So, like, me going live is like a whole nother oyster for me. So I want to thank you all for really supporting this channel over the years that I've had this channel. And for me to do live is, I don't know, I feel like it's been a new thing for, like, the past maybe 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Well, not 3, more like 2 years out of all the, well, maybe 1 year, maybe. I have not a clue when I started Friday Night Lives, but I think I started that, like, 2 years ago. And I'm like, it was a long run of Friday Night Lives, and I'm like, okay, what is something that's a little bit different? And I came up with the name Unfiltered Video Diaries. And it's, like, perfect. Then that way I can just talk about things that matter to me instead of not knowing what to talk about every day, every Friday, you know? So, like, I can just hop on and be like, okay, I want to talk about this today. And I'm doing just that. So that's what I like about this kind of video that I'm doing live, which is nice. So, like, if I have something that I want to talk about, I do it. So when it comes to soul searching, like, soul search things that, like, matter to you, and you'll find yourself wanting to be like, wow, this is cool. I can do that too. So, like, getting inspiration is a perfect start. But, like, for me, I watch a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of different people that was doing content. And that's how I picked up on YouTube, you know, back in 2019. Or not 2019. Yeah, 2019, because it was my last year of college. And I wanted to film that, but I did not know how to do that. And what is YouTube? And I used to post all the time, like music stuff and things like that. And I'm like, I had my music phase on YouTube. And I think some people don't even realize I even have a YouTube channel, you know? So it's inspiring to know that you guys are interacting with this and getting me more excited about that I can grow outside my box, basically. I know I didn't post any regular videos just yet. I wanted to do this first and then I'll do some videos. I am gonna try to film something this week, which will be so fun. It'll be my first VHS style video, so it'll be exciting. So be on the lookout for that this week coming up. So with that being said, that was just a little random spurt of YouTube updates, but don't mind me. We're going off subject. I know. So yeah, so when it comes to soul searching, like just to figure out where your life is headed and what you want and how to find things and seek things, it all starts with inspiration. And that's what I do. Or I see something or I attend something and I'm like, whoa, this is cool. I want to do that, you know? Or when I'm with my friends and we have our leadership thing and it gets me excited about things, then I'm like, ooh, I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to be working on which I want to talk about next. So we can slowly bridge that gap and talk about the next thing, which is passion into, like, hobbies and that goes into passion, like finding hobbies that work towards your passion and making it happen. Now, we're going to get into that in 1 second. I'm going to bridge right into it, basically. So, when you soul search, it's like finding the secret to your heart, your passion. Like, what are you passionate about? Are things that matter to you. And learning of that, it's like, wow, I can do that if I wanted to. But you hold back and you don't know where to begin. I feel like I have been doing a lot of that in the past set of years, and I'm like, I need to work on making a lot of my hobbies and turning them into some kind of career for myself, or finding a way to kind of like get into the things that I have hobbies for, you know? So I've been taking on a few roles myself, which is nice. So now this goes into what I want to talk about next, is that when it comes to passion, it leads into hobbies, and like the hobbies that you're into kind of like starts like a spark out the fire, be like sparking the fire you want to become at some point in your life, or things that just like you just want to work on, or things that I used to do and have them come out again, like me and my creative writing. Like, I'm going to be writing my first script, possible play option. So that's an exciting route for me to take. And I've already started that process, which is nice. I have the characters, I have everything else set up, which is nice. I'm not going to talk much about that because there's other hobbies that I'm delving into, like my sports, where I want to be like a sports manager again, and I want to try to get into that somehow. And also like my fitness stuff, and really like maybe possible trainer or something in sports, like I would love to be able to do that again. Yes, I know I was one back in college and I fell in love with it, but like since I graduated, I don't know if that's the best route to go, but like I want to seek that somehow, so that's another thing that I'm trying to figure out. Another thing that I have been doing lately, and it has come up again, and that's with the costume design. And how I got into the costume part, well, I saw something on Facebook one day, and I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And I'm like, uh, this will thank me later, because I work usually 3 days a week, usually. And I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? And I'm like, I love theater. I've always was that girl growing up. And I'm like, something that I'm passionate about. And I'm like, if I'm going to start getting into what I want to get into, one day I want to be a freelance creative director and in fashion. And that's my dream career, right? That's my dream career. As I work towards that, there's some things that I need to learn. So it's not just the retail side of things, which I have been doing for the 100 years. I've been doing, well, it feels like 100, but, and I'm like, you know what? The next thing is, let's do it. I'm gonna get into costume design. I'm gonna do this. So I started with the last play, and I'm like, I love it. This is so fun. I came back for a second one, but this one's a lot shorter. And, so that's really exciting for me. And, like for me, like costume design is something that I'm really into. So it's like I'm learning so much about this, you know? And if I'm ever going to become something in fashion, I need to work towards it. I need to find that place to kind of like see where I'm headed in my fashion career. So like I have two parts going on right now. And that's what excites me now. And then there's some other hobbies that I'm delving into and things like that. So here's some advice from me to you about how to get some of your hobbies into a passion that you want to like work on. Is that like when it comes to, let's say you want to be a professional athlete or something like want to as well, let's say, as well. I want to be a professional athlete and I want to be a sports manager. Okay. How do I go about that? Well, to inspire you all is that like you have to like know what you really want and what you are good at and kind of like take those skills and turn them into hobbies or turn them into something that like I used to do and be like, "Ooh, I want to go get back into that." Like some of the things that I used to do and just do them, you know? And I love that I can just like be myself about like my hobbies and my career and really get delving into those things. Like my advice is to kind of like say if you see something that you want to work towards, and it can be anything, you know, and let's say you want to be an author one day and you want to write a book. Okay, well, let's start with creative writing and get some ideas and inspiration and how to become that, you know. It's like it all starts with the beginning and how to get somewhere at some point in your life. Like, I used to write all the time, even if it's songs, and I would be a recording artist. That's another thing I'm working towards. Like, there's all these different things that I just want to just do and just do them. That's another piece of advice there. Like, don't hold back on what you used to do and then don't know how to start. Like, let's say you get inspiration to, you're thinking about maybe getting a YouTube channel. It all starts with inspiration. Any project that I do is all starts from inspiration. And that's my advice to you. Start with inspiration, and then it'll lead to the projects that you want to do. And then you can turn them into a passion and be like, yes, I'm gonna be this. And I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And it can be anything. You could be anything you dream of. And you just like work towards that, which is nice. You know? So once you have that under your belt, we can go on to the next thing, which we're going to talk about in a minute or two. But I'll kind of bridge that gap. So, and that's about how to start like a career for yourself or making a name for yourself or whatever. I call it making a name for yourself. Like, let's say you want to work in film and you want to like know how to like get into the thing. The way I started in film was back when I was in college. And I'm like, all right, if I'm going to get back out of film retirement or film whatever, or not saying I'm in retirement, really, I'm young, but let's say after that hiatus and I didn't know where to start, I went right into an internship. I went into an internship, got a scholarship to go back to school for my next thing. And my dream is to do fashion films and like totally art house, basically. And I want to start an art house. And I just don't know how to go about that. So like I kind of delve into whole social media realm. And I'm really good at that. So that's why I kind of stumbled upon all these different social medias and started all the social media light. And that's how that came about with the whole social media branching out, being my own person, you know? So, like, I've learned how to do that. And I think talking about this is kind of like inspires me to kind of like make my art house Instagram now. I'm gonna do that right after this honest conversation that we have going on here tonight about all this. So like, I went to so the thing in film, like I did the internship, I got a scholarship to go back to school. Okay, so and that was a really cool place called Black Bear Film Festival. I work for a film festival, and it's a really good start. So that way I can get like really get like the culture and get the inspiration and how to get into the whole film way of life. And I'm like, yes, this is how I need to go about this. You know, I need to figure out how to make a name for myself. So I did that, and it was perfect. And it was in another state. It was in Milford, PA. And I feel like that's when it all clicked. Like, I'm going to start careers. And that's what I'm known for. I'm known for starting careers. You know, like, I see something, I go towards that. And when I start careers, I know what I'm doing. I find ways to kind of like create jobs. Be like, okay, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. And I'm like, it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna find opportunities to make those jobs happen for myself. In order to become the person you are today, you have to like know how to start a job without having to make money and just do it. You know? And it all starts with inspiration. Like, that's how I started. Everything all started from inspiration to starting my own careers in anything that, like, I've been doing. So, I'm going to give you some advice on how to start your own path or career, basically. So, when I started, so let's say you want to start a career in fashion. Let's say that's me, but like let's say yours is entertainment business or music or acting or whatever, or anything creative or anything, even nursing or whatever. Starting a name for yourself. And oh yeah, I meant to say I've made headlines in the newspaper for being in that internship. I was in every single newspaper. And that's how I made a name for myself in the film industry. You know, being different, being able to create a career for yourself, it starts with your name. You're like, okay, I am Olivia Beatrice. Olivia Beatrice Fisher. That's my whole name. But like when it comes to some things, I like to just go by Olivia Beatrice because it's a lot easier. But like I like being able to make a name for myself and be like, this is how you do things. You start thinking about the things that you're really into and you see all these passions and you want to turn it into a career. You look for opportunities when they rise. So let's say you go on Facebook and you see an opportunity that you can volunteer at or do. Like, even though I'm like, it always starts with volunteering or maybe an internship where you want to like actually go back to school or whatever. That's internship. Then there's things in career where you want to make money and you want to go the retail way of life. You have that way as well. I am experiencing all three, basically. And my advice is to really know what you really want in life and pinpoint what makes a good career. And be like, okay, if I'm going to be the next social media star, okay, I need this, this, and this, and this, let's say. And I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Let's do that. And then there's a way to. So the way I start things is I start by like finding ideas based on random things that I see. And I'm like, I see this for myself. Like, okay, I can see that too. So anything that I start, it always begins with yourself. Even if it's you, like it could be anyone. It could be you wanting to find yourself doing a big task or a big career move from what you used to do and starting a career of your own. And it could be anything that you're passionate about and having that inspiration. Like, what inspires you to do the things that you want to do? Turn them into a passion and starting a career. I feel like I've been doing that. And I may not be getting paid for some of it, but I do work, you know? So that's what's really cool about different things, which is nice. And I've been really just focused on positive living. That's another thing. Like, well, we'll talk about that in another video, diary, conversation. So, like, let's say you want to make a name for yourself. How do you go about that? Well, you have to make headlines in your career field. And so you have to attend different business things within the town. And I did that. And I've made all sorts of headlines over the years. And everyone was like, oh my God, she's doing this, she's doing that. Like, oh my God, how does she do it? You know? Starting a career for yourself is like a way to kind of like be like, yep, I can do it. Yep, I can make a name for myself. I can do the things that I'm doing and make it happen. You know? It's empowering. I'm just seeing one little thing. So now, we're going to do some quotes. Now that we've covered all the heavy-duty subjects, we're going to just dive into some quotes as we get ourselves excited for the next set of stuff. Okay, so here's one. Always listen to the music of your heart. What else is there? I'm gonna go here. I deserve it. The career, the love, the family, the peace, the life. Um, let's see what else is here. Let's go into favorites. That'll help me. What if you simply devoted this year to loving yourself more? That's always a good one. Um, I believe in God, I believe in angels, and I believe in the power of prayer. Amen. When I am with you, there is no place I'd rather be. Um, let's see. If you ever feel left out of place in this world, please remember this. You are not like anyone else. Your feelings, beliefs, and desires are yours. You won't find your exact reflection in others, but their mirror can tell you things about yourself. She is at a place in her life where peace is her priority and negativity cannot exist. With the right person, you don't have to work so hard to be happy. It just happens. If you're going through a hard time, remember, it won't feel like this forever. In a time where so many beautiful souls are being tormented by depression and anxiety, it's now more important than ever to be kinder to each other. Some call it multitasking. I call it doing something else while I try to remember what I was doing in the first place. That's a good quote. Let's see here. It is it's not that difficult to tell tigers and crocodiles apart. One will see you later and the other will see you in a while. Let's see what other quotes there is. Not everyone is going to think you're gorgeous, amazing, and magical. They're wrong, though. One of the healthiest habits to learn: take nothing personally. The way you treat yourself sets the standard for others on how you demand to be treated. Don't settle for anything other than respect. It's simple to be good to others, and if they're not good to you, let them go. Don't seek revenge or allow yourself to be put in a position that hurts your soul. Keep peace on your side. So that is some inspiration for you all. Now, this video might conclude early. Like I said earlier in this video, it might conclude earlier, depending how we do. Now, as you all saw on this live event tonight, we covered a lot of different things, from, I can read them out loud to you. It says, "Soul searching your life is just the beginning of things in life." So we will converse on those subject matters. We will also talk about finding your passion within the hobbies and pursue them. I'm known for starting/beginning of jobs and making a name for myself. Anyway, I will inspire you all how to do that. At the end, we will cover inspirational quotes to manifest and inspire you all. Now, hopefully, everything that I shared resonates with all of you. We covered a lot of different subject matters tonight, and hopefully, this video diary really got you thinking about life and how to go about your inspiration and how to get started and how to be positive and have a life for yourself and how to start that motivation, je ne sais quoi type deal, and how to get excited about different things. You know, like having a career matters. And it could be anything. And don't give up on your dreams, they say. And don't give up on the goals that you have in life. And I'm making sure that I keep going, but also for you as well. For all of you watching tonight, that you learned that how to get excited about life and getting excited how to start a career, getting excited how to do the different things that matter to you, passions, hobbies, really knowing what you want, how to get inspired. Like, people go to libraries for a reason and study, and I'm one of them that does that, since since it's hard for me to think about a bachelor's degree. I go to a library to study and I learn the industry that I need to know about. And that's what I do. And that's something I can inspire you all to do, is to go to your libraries and study up on your passions and hobbies and different things that you want to get into. And it'll really help you in the long run, which is nice. And it'll excite you all to turn the page in life and what you want at the end of the day. And really know what you really want, even if it's your dream career at the end of the day. You know, you want to focus on that? Great. Do it. Don't give up on yourself just because other people say you can't, when really you can't. You just have to believe in yourself, focus, figure out your way of, like, I focus. I have discipline. I do that for myself. And I inspire you all to do the same. To have discipline, to have focus, and to really, like, figure out how to go about starting something for yourself. And hopefully this video resonates with everybody that's watching this video diary on that I'm talking about on here about. And I want to be able to inspire people to do so. So, hopefully everyone learned something from this. And who knows? You guys can be the next astronaut or the next robot or the next designer or an animal person or a creator or a business leader. Um, it could be anything and anybody. A theatrical director, producer, um, a journalist, a newspaper boy or girl. Um, it could be anything. A columnist. If you don't know what that is, that's for people who work with in newspapers and they write. Like a journalist, but it's more for the newspaper. Um, to start your own business, and it could be anything you want. Anything that you want, and that excites you, you know? So don't forget that you can follow through your dreams and goals, even if you have to start it yourself. No matter what happens in life, that's always the beginning. No matter what happens, you know? Focus is what matters. So does discipline. And those two things will help you win in life. You know? So hopefully everyone got an idea of what this is about as I slowly wrap this live up. I do have to say thank you for joining, and I'm looking forward to the next video diary, which I will tell you all now when that'll be. So when it comes to what I was about to say, here, and I don't even know what I'm looking up anymore. Oh yeah, the next live, the next time you're gonna see me pop up on, will be on Wednesday the 11th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 2. So hopefully this excited you to join in on that day. It'll be a fun one, I promise. Thank you for tuning in to my channel for the night. Love you guys to the moon and back. And like I say, stay love and stay with love. And heart goes out, mind to you, and focus, discipline, believe, don't forget. And this is my staff to say, see you all in the next video. Love you guys to the moon and back, and stay inspired, everybody. Have a great night.